Hello Magic Souls, welcome back on Magic Raven Tarot channel. For those of you who are new here on this reading, you are welcome to watch this reading, and I hope that it will bring you really important messages for you that could help you. And for those of you who are returning on my channel, I want to thank you for all the feedback that I'm receiving, the messages that I'm receiving in my email, as well the likes and the comments. I'm really very thankful and grateful that you guys have the courage to open yourself and share your experiences with the others. And also, I am quite very grateful because without you guys, this channel wouldn't be able to grow so fast in such a short time. And that motivates me very much to continue with my readings as well. And for today's reading, we have as usually 3 piles. Pile number 1 with the white quartz, pile number 2 with the red Jasper, and pile number 3 with the green Jade. And we will choose one oracle card for each pile in part, and we will find out together the exact location of your soulmate and where they are coming from. And we can find out also some physical attributes or from their character as well, and numbers that will be useful. So let's find out. For pile number 1, the exact location of your soulmate and where they are coming from. Let's pour more. All right. You wanted to come out. Okay. For pile number 2, the exact location of your soulmate and where they are coming from. All right. And for pile number 3. I will take the first one. Okay. Yeah, the exact location. We're gonna find out, definitely. The universe is like sustaining us to discover. So take your time, press pause if you feel like, and choose the pile that you feel drawn to mostly. It could be the crystal or a certain number that you like very much. And if you feel that you want to pick up more than one piles, I suggest you to do that, so it could be helpful for you. We do know that we have more than one soulmate, so we focus today on the one who is the most important right now. And let's go to the shuffle part. Alright, so now I have on my left side the oracle decks and on my right side the tarot decks. And we will choose one oracle card for each pile in part. And we will ask the spirit nicely to tell us the exact location of your soulmate and where they are coming from for pile number 1. All right. For pile number 2. And for pile number 3. Okay. For pile number 1, the exact location of their soulmate. For pile number 2, I feel it's this. All right. And let's start with the tarot cards. we will take 2 tarot cards. 1 for pile 2, the exact location of your soulmate. And this one. And for pile 3. All right. One more. Okay. Let's continue. And we'll move this a little bit more up. All right. For pile 1, the exact location of their soulmate. All right. We have 1 card. I feel it's this. For pile 2. One and the second, and for pile 3. One and the second. I'm really curious. Because it could be from anywhere. All right. Pile 1, the exact location of your soulmate. I feel this. And where they are coming from, we would like to know. For pile 2. I feel it's this and this one. For pile 3, the exact location of their soulmate. 1 and the second. All right, let's continue. the second card for pile 2. All right, I got you. And this one for pile 3. This and this one. What is the exact location for pile number 1 of their soulmate? 1. And where they are coming from? All right, for pile 2, the exact location of their soulmate. I feel it's this. And all right, you want it. And for pile 3, nice. Let's pull one more for pile 3. All right. So now we have the cards for each pile in part with the exact location of your soulmate and where they are coming from. Take your time and pick up the pile that you feel drawn to mostly, and follow all the time your intuition and your inner voice, the one that you feel drawn to mostly. And if you feel that you want to listen more than one pile and you felt drawn by 2, I invite you to do that, so because it could be really helpful. So I'm really very curious as well. I can't wait to do this reading. It's quite very beautiful. So let's go directly to the reading. Hello, pile number 1. You choose for this reading the white quartz crystal, and it looks like this. And let's see the cards and let's find out together the exact location of your soulmate, where they are coming from. We could figure out also how they look like, important numbers. So I'm really, really curious as well. For pile number 1, we do have the lady. All right. We also have touch the sky. I already see here for pile 1 that your soulmate has very beautiful hair. They are elegant, very dreamy-like. We have plenty. A person with access to abundance as well. Definitely access to abundance. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And I sense here also air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and we do have earth signs as well. So your soulmate might be in this sign: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the highest priestess, someone with very high intuition, very intuitive. We do have the 6 of Wands, fire signs as well. I'm getting here Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The 5 of Wands. Very popular person. Let's move a little bit here. the Three of Sky, which is the Three of Swords. Someone who had their heart broken in the past. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Swords. Very clear-minded and intuitive. And it looks like they are a person who is very honest and straightforward, very rational. And we have also the Five of Discs, which is the Five of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. A strong person, probably they are into sports as well. I see here competition and they kind of get rewards. And we have the Four of Wands also. So for some of you, it could be also a person who might be married, or they are divorced, but definitely they kind of like this idea of having a long-time partner, and they are very rational. So I see here with the lady, it doesn't really matter if you, the one who is watching this reading, pile number one, you are a woman or a man, or if the other person, your soulmate, it's a woman or a man. I am seeing here with the lady a very strong yin energy. Someone who is quite connected to their own intuition and their divine femininity as well. And I see here in this picture how this woman she looks quite very elegant, and she has her heart touched by the hand, and she's kind of waiting for something to happen. So there is someone who definitely probably is waiting to meet you. And we do see here the red rope, and how she holds between her breasts this symbol, the feminine symbol of Venus. And we see the light, how it shines quite strong over her body, her beautiful body, and the face, which that tells me that the light makes the features of the face come strong forward. So they might have really very strong features on their face, and beautiful, very beautiful hair also. So as a description, I'm kind of seeing it that they like very much to use some sort of jewelries and take care very much on their physical body. They like to dress in bright colors, quite very happy, sunny colors, I could say here. And I see also here with the touch in the sky that they are like very lost in their thoughts. At this point, they might be in some sort of isolation or in their own sanctuary, because I'm kind of seeing here this woman looking down to earth from up in the sky. And this small bird, it's keeping her company in her own cloud sanctuary. And she's like, both of the pictures tells me that they are like expecting someone or waiting for someone to climb all on those clouds and arrive in their place. And for some of you, it could be that your soulmate is going right now through some sort of separation or where they withdraw. And it could be that it's very hard for the other people to really follow them up there where they are right now. But I'm kind of seeing them in their place, that they are living in a place very rich, because we see here she is surrounded by so much fauna, right? With forests in the background and fruits, autumn fruits. I don't know why this picture keep sending me to the country Spain or something like a Latino country, I could say here, or even Africa. But they definitely come from a place where there is a lot of connection with the earth element, and it's quite very beautiful. So pile number 1, pay attention at the way how they look like, how they dress like, because it could tell a lot about the place where they come from also. For some of you, it could be South America as well. And I'm seeing here like Mexican or even Hindi, but we're going to find out a little bit more about their origin. And I see here that this person is quite surrounded by a lot of abundance, especially with the plenty oracle card, right? Here, they are like, they have so much to share with the others. They are very generous. And I can sense here that perhaps they are quite content with what they have right now, and they are trying to share with those less fortunate. So your person also might be in a field where they really work in charity or help the less fortunate as well. And that's quite very beautiful attribute for your soulmate. And I see also here with the 9 of Pentacles and the High Priestess that they are quite very beautiful. They like to live in luxury. And it's like they are taking really care of what they eat, how they look like. I can see here those earrings, especially with those beautiful mandalas. All right. So it could be a country where, but it's not necessary. It could be also imprinted in their personality to draw mandalas. They are quite very spiritual, this person. And they like to feel free, and they are very joyful. So they definitely have financial success, and they are independent right now, and they feel fulfilled when it comes about that. And with the 9 of Pentacles energy, I can see that they carry this energy of a person who can get alone by themselves without needing the help of the others. Opposite, they offer their help to those who need their help. So that's quite very, very beautiful. And I see again this type of dress, because they kind of wear the same type of clothes. So your person, your soulmate, they might come from a place where they might work in an artistic field here, because I see the red curtains. And here they receive so much appreciation and applause and recognition from the others. So it could be a public person as well, or someone who really work a lot with the other people. And again, it comes to me, we see here the ship, the beautiful ship with the waters and the moon. So they might be living somewhere close to the seaside, where there is a lot of opening to the ocean or the seaside. And they kind of like probably to entertain the other people as well, and share from their goods with the other people. And there are quite many people who come. It could be an island even, right? Where many people come to really enjoy the climate from there. And there are people different ages. So it doesn't really matter. It could be like a family resort or a family place where people really go to recreate themselves and retreat. And they might be investing very much of their time in that area right now. Of course, I can see also here that there are many women that surrounds this person. So it could be a country where the women's that's why I'm kind of sensing here that it will be the location, the exact location. It's a country, a very Latino country, I can sense here. And they also, like we see in this picture, especially here, that they are trying to craft something. And I can see also here that they don't get along together because each one has a strong character and each one has their own opinions. And I can see that the cats as well are kind of very fired up here. So I'm kind of sense it here, 2 countries. Definitely, I can sense also Turkey here. And I also sense a Latino country. Very much strong energy from these countries. And it could be as well from South America or in Europe as well. Very interesting here. And I'm kind of sense it's also Hindi vibe. Definitely they are living in a place where their house is quite very stylish, very beautiful with old architecture, and they kind of like those elements, the earth elements very much. They are surrounded by cats, by pets and animals. They enjoy very much that, and people in the same time. And even if the vibe it's kind of like all the time there are discussions and joy and extremes emotions. Like now they are fighting, now they are enjoying, now they are partying. It's all the time full of life, their place. There are many flowers there and a lot of fauna as well. And I also noticed that they kind of enjoy so much to share those moments that they have with the others. Definitely your soulmate is a person who likes to surrender with the other people very much. And I'm seeing also here with the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Sky that they like to surrender themselves with their friends very much. Even if they are arguing, it's quite funny here because in the end they all want to do something and they probably work together towards a common goal here. But they have hot-tempered, all right? So your soulmate has a very hot temper. And they're kind of like leading this group of people here. So that's quite very interesting. I'm also seeing that they are surrounded in their location where they are right now with the 3 of Sky. Those people are quite different. They come from different countries, different cultures. And your soulmate, it's like it's surrounded by those people who are quite coming with different knowledge and experiences. And they have the capacity to really mold everything together and make them all enjoy and live together in a very strong community. At least they are coming from that place right now. And I'm seeing also here with the Wheel of Fortune that they are really going through a very, very good period right now where probably they are making some changes, okay? They are like traveling very much, and it could be that they are really surrounded by this culture where there is a lot of entertainment, a lot of amusement. It could be a lot of events as well. And they are quite very strong, drawn towards this spiritual side where they really bring veneration and they have strong values as well. They are very grounded, this person. And I can see that probably they had to leave that place and travel. Wow. But definitely they are going now through a very good period. I'm kind of seeing here that this soulmate of yours with the Ace of Swords, I'm seeing it here that they are very intuitive and all the time they choose to travel over the sea. And I'm seeing it here that it's a place, because we see this little girl, she's enjoying this candy ice cream with lots of fruits. And I'm seeing it here that probably your soulmate could come also from a country, a Nordic country, but where there is really very high openness to the ocean or to the seaside. And the place that they are surrounded, it's quite very strong in colors and sweets and food, fruits, a lot of trees, a lot of birds. We can see here those beautiful birds and trees. And like they are all the time, I'm seeing here competitions as well, where people really get together and they are quite very strong, this person, and they might be into sports as well here. With the Three of Discs, I can see that they might be working in a team or creating events as well, where there is some sort of competitions. All right. And they are very, very good at what they are doing, and they are getting so much reward from the other people. So it could be an area very, very huge that contains events and competitions as well that entertain the public also. I'm quite seeing them very romantic and very intuitive here, and very grounded as well. So they are they have this personality of really put their head over their heart also, but in the same time giving value and respecting the traditions that they might be holding through generations. So that's quite very, very beautiful and unreached area from where they are coming from. And right now I can see that your person is surrounded by people. I can see also here that they might be going right now through some sort of competition or organizing a competition. Usually it could be about sports or where people really show their own strength with the Three of Discs here, especially with this picture. And I'm kind of seeing in here those rings which kind of send me to the Olympic Games as well. And we do know that those Olympic Games come from Greece. So that's quite interesting also. And we do have the Four of Wands, right? So very strong tradition, especially when it comes about the family. So they are coming from a family with long-term partnership also, I can see here. And they get all the time the help and the advice from their community to take the right decision. So they are they collaborate a lot with their own country, they cooperate, they working all the time towards a common goal, especially for the community from which they are coming from. And I can see also here that they are kind of wonder. Some of you could be that they have your soulmate has very strong instincts, very passionate as well. And they are quite very artistic also. So it could be someone who really works in this artistic area, and you might meet them at circus, at theater, at a music event, or some sort of exposition where artists and art. I'm kind of seeing in here paintings and music, and they gather together and measure their acquisitions as well. It could be photography as well here. And definitely a very strong vibe from a Latino country here. As well, I'm sensing a Hindi country and Greece, Portugal, Spain. I'm seeing it here. And Mexico, very strong Spain and Mexico. And definitely right now they're like, even if they travel a lot, you might meet them from this type of organizations where communities meet together and they work together for a common goal, because they are quite very dreaming, and it's like they are waiting for you to meet you here. I'm kind of seeing very dreamy state. Even if with the Ace of Wands, they are quite very rational and intuitive, they are very passionate and dreamy in the same time, and they have so much love to give and so much help to give. Quite beautiful. And I'm sensing here also Greece. So I'm really curious, pile number 1, leave a comment in the description down below under this reading, because I'm curious if you already met this soulmate or you recognize it. And if you enjoy this reading, press like and subscribe for future readings. You can get a notification also. And I hope that this information was quite very helpful for you. And see you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You choose this beautiful red Jasper crystal, and it looks like this. And let's find out together the exact location of your soulmate, where they are coming from. We could find out also attributes that they have, perhaps how they look like also. So I'm really, really curious for pile number 2. We do have the house. So it could be a place where there are houses and very easygoing, like people are not afraid on that place to walk on the street or so. I'm kind of seeing here a community that actually holds their doors open. We can see here the gate open and very welcoming place. We do have all it's connected. Intimidation. Interesting. Very strong character. We do have the 4 of Swords. And I do see here that it's a country where women really wear their hair very long and free. Perhaps they really have this in their culture. They find it a very beautiful and strong attribute. And I'm sensing here also air signs, all right? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We do have the 9 of Wands, so we have fire signs as well. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have the Temperance card. We have the Hierophant energy. Strong vibe of yoga, and I'm feeling here India. We do have the Earth Queen. So we have earth elements as well. Your soulmate might be in earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The 6 of Fire, which is the 6 of Wands. Oh, that's so beautiful. Now I see a lot of oranges and sweets. And also they celebrate here Christmas. I'm kind of sensing here also Brazil. We do have the 5 of Swords. The Ace of Cup. definitely a community where they are coming from, a community where they like very much to relax, to be in balance as well. Their women in this country, they like to wear their hair very long, to bury children as well. Like a very huge family with a lot of people, lots of relatives. We do have here also the Queen of Wands energy. And the Hierophant. So a country with very strong traditions. I see here with the Hierophant energy. All right, so I'm seeing first for pile number 2 that your soulmate, definitely they come from a place where there are beautiful houses, where the family, it's the base. Yes, and they are very, very grounded. Probably they are living on a home, on a house, where they really feel very stable and comfortable. And they like to arrange and create an environment as well where they can really show up. They like to show up on exterior, at least how much they have, how beautiful are their traditions as well. So they like to arrange their home and their town and their villages really like a sanctuary for them. And through that exposure, they kind of show how important it's for them, their own family and their own home, and that this is like a shelter for them. All right, so they are very, very grounded. And they very often, your soulmate might not be living there anymore, but they are coming definitely from a place like this, because they very often they feel nostalgic, especially when it comes about their childhood fairy tales. So I'm kind of sensing here that it's a country where they really are very strong bonded with a lot of legends, a lot of fairy tales, a lot of mythology, with strong roots, which I could tell more, I can sense here more that those roots are very, like I'm sensing here Celtic roots as well. Or very, very strong energy from people who are living in the houses very close to some sort of forest. I can see here. On the mountains, so I don't really see here seaside. But what it's interesting is that they are quite very on a high altitude where the seasons all the time change. And it could be really near some mountains, some forests. So they are really very near to this type of environment. And I'm also seeing here with all it's connected, that they might be coming from a place where everything is interconnected. It could be a huge town, or for some of you, it could be even a port where everything transforms and grows and releases. So it could be a place where there are so many trades and people are trading a lot. And I'm also seeing that it's a very windy place with the leaves here and those feathers falling from the sky. It could snow all the time, or leaves all the time, raining all the time. I can sense it here. And they are really very tough with their physical body, because they are not really afraid of those changes that could happen in their town when it comes about people who are trading there, or the weather that it's happening there. They are not afraid. So it could be also a place where there are a lot of tornadoes and where the weather is quite very, very strong. But they are they growed up in this area and they don't lose themselves so easily. They learn to continue their lives despite the change of the weather. And also they have this sort of attribute to adapt to any situation, even if it's economical, even if it's social, even if it's based on the weather that they might be dealing with. And I'm also seeing here that they are quite very intimidating, this person, this soulmate, because they learn to win no matter what change it's coming. They learn to stand their ground and fight for what they want. They might be a leader as well here. And they kind of growed up in this environment where people didn't expect help from the others. All right. So it could be this type of mentality that they are coming from, where they had to help themselves first to be able to help the others as well. So they are very drawn towards this idea of I'm doing the things by myself, by my own, and I need to study, and nobody is coming to really give it to me on the plate just like that. I'm also seeing here this woman resting on this beautiful moon. She's like resting here up in the sky. So your person might be connected also with the place where there are planes and airports. It could be a place where everything is interconnected as well here. And despite of all of those changes that they are going through, where they definitely developed a strong endurance with the 9 of Wands energy. All right. So it wasn't easy for them all the time, but they learn to discern and to make their way out of it. From the jungle, from the forest, from the village, out of that small place where they come from, and really find their own balance when they had to deal with other people. And I'm seeing here that your person might be also reflect very much. Like we have here the Temperance card and the Hierophant. And we have the Hierophant again. So I'm kind of sensing very strong energy of priest or someone who is really like a leader of some sort of organization. They might be working also in a spiritual area where they are probably teaching others how to relax as well. I can sense here counseling very much. And we have the Earth Queen energy, all right? So with the Earth Queen, it's like they might be really very caring and nurturing with the others, especially when it comes about their physical health, their connection with the nature, the way they could really counsel also and find balance, help other people to find their balance when it comes about their finances also. So they might be working in this area right now, but definitely they did found that within themselves, and that tells me that they are quite very strong character. They might be intimidating others, but that it's because they kind of drag people together to find their own balance here, despite the changes. All right. So it could be metaphorical speaking also, not just the geographical location, but those are attributes that could help you really figure out where this person is coming from and from what culture and how did they live and what are their beliefs and their values and their ethics. So that's quite very interesting. Pile number 2, you are dealing with a soulmate who is quite very experienced here. A lot of experience they have. And I'm kind of sensing here with the 9 of Wands energy that they weren't all the time in good times, all right? And they had to fight to really survive and thrive. And I'm also seeing here with the 6 of Fire. That's quite interesting. I do see here that they really fighted so much to maintain their own boundaries and to maintain their own balance as well. And they are coming from a country where people there are like, or they are in a country where people really know how to make the difference between not using too much excessive food, excessive drinks. Like they might have in their traditions as well, a very strong feast periods where they do know how to detox. So it could be an area where there are really places where you could detox. And I'm seeing here also religious areas as well. So that's quite very interesting also to notice. And I'm seeing also here with the Hierophant, I can sense Italy here. I can sense also India. I do see here areas of America as well. United States of America, very close to the mountain. And very close to the earth element as well. Like there, like the weather is changing all the time. I'm seeing a lot of houses with farms around it. Beautiful. And it's like we see in both of the cards the roses, and it's like they love the roses very much. Many roses there, many trees and leaves all the time. It could be rainy as well. And they're like really, they are like very connected with the vegetables, also with the traditions. They have traditions there. And I'm seeing also fishes here and bells. So they are quite very strong, founded on the traditions, on the Christmas, on different seasons, the changes of seasons. They have many traditions. Like now it's the spring, they have 3-4 holidays to celebrate something specific, or then in the summer, or then in the autumn. But I'm kind of seeing that it's very enriched in the autumn, especially with celebrating. It's like in their area, it's all the time, most of the time autumn. So I'm kind of seeing a rainy place. And the culture from where they come, or the place from where they are coming from, it's the families are like having many children as well. Or it could be a community, a religious community where they have many children. And where the element of the archetype, the mother archetype, who endured very much and found her own equilibrium and temperance, it's quite very strong and valued in this culture. And I do see here also a very interesting element with the Ace of Cups and the Five of Swords, that your soulmate, they are very practical, all right? And they nurture very much the other. So it doesn't really matter if it's a woman or a man, and they are very sensual as well through their attitude. Like, despite the things that they have been through, they are like, show through their gestures how elegant they can be, how sensual they can be. And definitely they are on a position of power. They are quite very strong, powerful people in that area. And I do also see with the Queen of Earth, we have the Earth Queen here, and we have, which is like the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Wands as well, and we have the Hierophant 2 times. That's a strong energy that they are. The exact location of your person, it's a location where there is a lot of forests, a lot of fauna, a lot of wood. So that might be an element that it could really help you. All right. And I'm kind of sensing here also South Carolina, and I do sense here also Rome. Interesting. I definitely see here that they might be surrounded right now in a situation where not everyone is fair with the others, with the Five of Swords. And I'm kind of seeing it here like they hold so much on these traditions where they enjoy very much to meet with their mothers. They give a lot of value, and they cherish the mother archetype with the grandma, with the grandmother, with the aunts, with the sisters, like quite very strong towards that energy, and they kind of hold so much on their traditions as well. And definitely your person has their own home already here. And their home is made out of stone and wood, I'm sensing here. So that could be a really quite interesting attribute. They are very intuitive as well, I see here. And they are in a place right now, in a place where they retreated themselves to find their own balance. It could be a place like a resort or retreat, somewhere where they can really detox themselves and feel quite very beautiful and healthy, and where they really find their own spiritual peace, which brings their passion at surface and opens really the door to intelligent love. So they have a lot of self-control as well. Wow. Pile number 2. So that is the place where you could meet them, and that's where they are coming from. And I can sense here as well, definitely, it could be a Nordic place as well, where the weather is all the time not very, very cold, but kind of cold, rainy as well. So that was my reading for pile number 2. I really enjoyed this reading, very strong energy. And if you like this reading, press like and subscribe, and leave a comment as well in the comment box under the description. And if you subscribe, you can get notification for more of my readings. See you at the next reading. Bye! Hey, pile number 3, you choose this beautiful crystal, the green Ade. And it looks like this. And let's see the cards together. And I'm really, really curious as well, the exact location of your soulmate and where they are coming from, perhaps how they look like, what are their origins. So I am so excited to do this reading. We do have the mountain. All right. We have the art of seduction. Interesting. So I already see here that the women are very beautiful in this country. The men's also very elegant, very stylish. And as well, I'm kind of seeing here strong mountains with the deer here and the trees. I think this is the story time card. So I sense here that this person is coming from a place where they have very, very strong traditions when it comes about legends and stories. And they kind of gather together to enjoy the stories very much. Wow. We do have here the King of Wands energy. And I'm sensing here strong fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I sense that your soulmate likes very much roses, especially this color, the red color. It's like they love to wear red, even the lipstick or the colors from their countries. I sense here strong braids in their hair and very elegant dresses. Wow. We do have the World. So definitely they are from Earth. But they might be liking very much, your soulmate might like to travel very much and meet other cultures. We have the Ace of Wands. We do have the Fool energy. Very passionate person. Not afraid at all to start a new beginning, to learn. We do have the Ten of Sky, which is the Ten of Swords. And I'm sensing here also air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But I'm feeling here that your soulmate had a very bad ending of something, where they had probably to choose a new path. We have the Two of Sky as well. Quite not easy for them. And very strong Yang energy, all right? We do have the Nine of Swords. We also have the Emperor. And I'm seeing here like France, it could be East Europe as well. Europe, definitely. We do have the King of Swords. Very strong history and traditions also. And we have the Four of Swords. All right, so pile number 3, definitely your soulmate. Exact location is that they are coming from a place where, or they might be right now. So they could be right now in this place, or they are coming from this place, but there is here a strong, huge mountains, okay? So this country has very huge areas filled with mountains and forests and fauna and animals and different, all right, a lot of variety as well, I can see here. And with the art of seduction, definitely the people from this country, they are very seductive, very beautiful, very elegant. They like very much to tell stories, to engage and enchant the others with their own history, with their own power, the way how their country really survived among different other countries who really try to suppress them and conquer them, and where the women were very, very strong here as well. So I'm kind of sensing here Ukraine, Romania, it could be Russia also. I can sense the east of Europe, but also I'm seeing here that they are really, it could be also a country from, I sense here America also, India, Australia, very strong energy from Australia. I do see here that in this country, from where they are coming from, there is this language of fairy tales and fables, where the other people gather together and listen of those. They give a lot of value and they pay attention to those stories. So they have a very enriched literature and culture and mythology. And it's like their stories all the time are based on the idea of who is the hero and who is the villain. All right, so there is always stories and mythology between events that happen between someone who was good and someone who was bad. And their culture, it's quite based on the moral of the story, that it's not only about what the good person did and what the bad person did, but also what you could learn so far from this. And as well, it leaves place in their stories to think further and to see what do you think it will happen further. So it's kind of enigmatic as well in the same time, and mysterious. All right, very strong features and culture, enriched literature and arts and fashion as well, I can sense here. And they also like very much this person, your soulmate, definitely it's traveling right now, all right, with the word call. They completed something and they started a new beginning. I can sense here that they were quite very betrayed. It could be a betrayal or a backstabbing situation here with the Ten of Swords, where they kind of felt exhausted of the situation and they kind of opened themselves. They were here with the Two of Sky. They were on a crossroad where they had to choose to travel as well. And they kind of tap it into their imperial energy, where they had to learn to be rational and they had to ground themselves and they had to keep control of everything, especially with this King of Wands energy. I sense here that they are quite very passionate deep down, all right, and very strong and energetic. And this person, it's coming from a place where there is they are like surrounded by, probably people were living in a place where they didn't really had space between each other, like everyone all together. Perhaps the buildings were built in that way. And I do see also that your soulmate went through a lot of obstacles and complexities, but they all the time found a solution to move forward and even leading people out of the darkness. All right. So it could be a country with a strong culture, with a lot of very strong spiritually as well, with the strong light attributes and strong dark attributes. And I'm kind of sensing here that your person was very founded on working with people who are dealing with a lot of darkness. All right. So they kind of know what they were doing here. They are very strong. I'm kind of seeing here this chapter with the light. It's like they were going deep down in the darkness of the other people and the shadows and really take them out of it. Wow, interesting. And I'm kind of seeing here also that they were very connected with the whole world. All right. So they were very social as well. And I do also see here that definitely they achieve their goals and they are mature. Your soulmate is mature now. They have very strong accomplishments already. It's like they fulfilled their dream already. And they went through a major life cycle. It's like they completed this phase and they kind of started a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands and the full energy, where they took a leap of faith and I'm kind of seeing here also that they like very much these colors, the red and the black. I'm seeing all the time the red, like we see here the black and the red, then again the black and the red, and we see the black again and again black and red. So very quite strong. But we see also here blue. It could be the colors that they are wearing as well. And they kind of like to learn now. They go through a new beginning right now, your soulmate. So they might have traveled and moved countries, I can see here, and they had to make this choice because those are like two flags, all right? So they might be coming from a different country and living in another country. All the time choosing, I'm seeing here. And what's interesting is that the universe really sustained them, all right? So they kind of saw the opportunity to change their life and they took it. And they have a lot of potential to start a new beginning and to do something quite different than what they were used to do before. And what I see also here is that definitely right now they are in a country where they are close to the sea here, a lot of green. I'm kind of sensing here also that it's a place, they are right now in a place where probably we see here like small kids, right? And toys and kids who are actually afraid and they want to learn something new. And your soulmate, it's like it's leading them and teaching them to really tap into the beauty of the culture and the stories, so they could somehow find a way to not be so confused about the new environment that they are in. And it could be also that they are very connected with their inner child as well. And they are trying to establish in the other people that they are dealing with some sort of courage, all right? And to help them to get out of confusion, to really learn to lead and control their own life and think very rational. I can see here with the swords, the King of Swords, and in the same time to have fun, I can see. So that's quite very beautiful energy. Probably you can meet your soulmate somewhere near a kita, a kindergarten, or near a school. They might be teaching others, or they might be learning there something. I can sense also here that probably they are like, they also like very much to go to institutions where they could see art, or fun parks where there are a lot of toys and playground. I'm seeing them going all the time near a forest. They enjoy very much the fire, the seaside, and the historical buildings as well. All right, so they might be attracted to that. And I do see also here, what's interesting is that they are whatever the situation they are going right now, they are facing it. And it looks like your soulmate looks exactly like they are having 9 lives, just like a cat. Like they went through so much and they survived and they thrived. And they also like bring that healing towards all their clan, towards all their tribe. So your soulmate has a very strong spiritual mission also to break any transgenerational traumas, and especially inflicted by the strong culture, the literature, the stories, probably strong stories with stories with bad characters and evil and demons and so on. So they are they saw it, how that affect mentally the development of the kids, and they are like trying to establish a balance, right? To be really rational of what it's real, what it's fantasy, what it's illusion. How can they bring that passion towards the new culture where they start living without really losing themselves into fantasies too much. So that's quite a very strong mission that they have here. And also they kind of I'm seeing it here that definitely your soulmate likes very much to visit museums right now, or they might be working in an area like this where people really meet together, but it could be also events where people meet to dance, to eat, to have fun, and learn something as well. So I'm seeing here expositions with the museum, and it could be a bibliothèque, a library also where there are books, where they are learning something, or an institution where they are learning. Interesting. I do see also here that they are quite very patient right now. And they have many inclination to anything, because they are like in a state where they gather a lot of information, they pay attention to details right now, and they trust their instincts. Your soulmate is trusting, and they're kind of trying to build a safe and successful foundation for themselves. So it doesn't really matter if it's a man or a woman. They remain passionate, of course, because they are coming from a very passionate country, but in the same time, they are like, they had to be the male as well, I'm kind of sensing here. So a country where the male and the woman are quite equally in rights, or at least that's what they show. And I'm sensing here, like, this is a very vague reading, because pile number 3, your soulmate could be from anywhere here, but I do sense very strong features from East Europe, and as well it could be America. I'm sensing also here France, very strong energy. Austria, I do see here. And a place where there is a lot of seaside. And I'm sensing here also islands, all right? All right, so that was my reading for pile number 3. I do hope that it was it brought a lot more clearance right now, this reading. And if you like this reading, please press like or subscribe. And I'm really curious, leave a comment in the comment section under the description, because I want to know if you met already this soulmate or not, and where they are coming from. So see you at the next reading. Bye.